Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy. I just said Final Fantasy, didn't I? Welcome to another episode of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, let's just walk into here. I was considering whether to retry that intro or not, but you know what? You guys can live with it. Probably funnier to just leave it as it is anyway. Anyway, last episode I collected all the evidence, so now it's time to present that evidence. So I love the way that evidence works in this. So you find 4 pieces of evidence, and then she brings forth her 1 piece of evidence. And then because no one has enough time for all that evidence, you just pick one. And so the only benefit of picking more evidence, aside from getting Blizzard early, because otherwise you get it at the end of this, is... Can I change that? Oh, I can't enter the pause menu right now. It's just all of a sudden it's feeling super awkward the way that it's having me shift the camera, and I was gonna see if I could invert it. Oh well. Anyway, so the only benefit is it changes the amount of evidence of the queens that's out here, because it's always 5 boxes. If you find only 1 piece of evidence, then she has 4. So the more evidence you find, the higher chance you have of opening a box of evidence that shows that it, gosh darn it, 1 in 5 and I still screw up. Oh well, the only difference is whether you get Donald and Goofy for this fight. So you're the culprits. Wait, this can't be right. You're all guilty, seize them. Sora, do something. Yeah, like that's the only difference is whether you get Donald and Goofy for this fight. Because this way they start in that cage. Which honestly, it's not that big of a difference. It doesn't change the fight too much. Honestly, what makes the bigger difference is whether you remember to equip potions or not. I did not remember to equip potions, which is really unfortunate at the end of the day. Yeah, me forgetting potions is, really unfortunate. Yep, really unfortunate. Although I'm not entirely sure what hit me there. But something did. Okay, let's try that again. This time we get to select evidence again, so we get to once again spin the 1 in 5 wheel to see if we can manage to get something better. I really wish I could skip this scene. At least it's not as bad as not Clayton, which we'll get to later. It's the first hard boss in the game. Like as a kid, it was the first boss I started losing on, and I'll go with this one this time. Let's see, did I manage to pick Donald and Goofy again? No, okay, I got the Heartless that time. Cool. What in the world was that? There's your evidence. Alice is innocent. Silence, I'm the law here. Anyone who defies the Queen is guilty. Wow, that's some brutality right there. That's as close as I'm gonna get in these series to referencing current events, other than police brutality bad, protests good, rioting not good, for the most part. That's pretty bad. Not as bad as police brutality though, so, you know. Anyway, yeah. So the real benefit here is that Donald and Goofy are now alive, which means they can distract some of the cards for me. Which means that I can focus on breaking the tower in the middle. In case you didn't see it last time, so these cards aren't killable. They go down the same way that Donald and Goofy do, where they're just kind of unconscious for a while. Not actually gotten rid of. Sora needs that sweet healing. Like, see, them cards are getting back up already. Gosh darn it. Ugh, if only these jerks would actually get them off of me. Now, Donald and Goofy are just not being very helpful. There we go. The worst thing would have been to lose right there. But hey, I leveled up. So, you know, that's nice. And... oh. Where did she go? That is the question. She must have gotten kidnapped while we were fighting. Yeah, but how? Find the one who's behind this. I don't care how. That's exactly how we got into this mess, lady. Anyway, let me go heal up at the save point over here so that way we don't have to hear the alarm anymore. Is that way we can turn the car alarm off. Anyway, let's go back in here and get notified by the Cheshire Cat that stuff is happening. Have you seen Alice? Alice, no. Shadows, yes. Anyway, yeah, we have to do some stuff. There's a whole puzzle here. New Heartless show up. So, that's nice and all.
See ya. See ya.
I miscounted. Or more accurately, I misremembered how many it would need to kill it. I thought that would be enough, but it was not. Okay, I need to go over to Sora, go to stock, go to exchange, put a potion, exchange, put a potion, there we go. Okay. Now, make me bigger. That is not the button I meant to hit. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. It was only a loss of one potion. Anyway, so oh, that's right. You have to triangle interact with it. Anyway, so yeah, you do that and it does that, which makes total and complete sense in this reality, at least. It makes as much sense as you reasonably expect anything in Alice in Wonderland to make sense, right? Anyway, let's eat this. I think we've done everything we have to do while we're big. So let's go on our merry. Oh, hey there. Really? You use Blizzard on these guys, but not the fire guys? Come on, Donald. At least I had the common decency to not use Blizzard on either of them. At least I didn't embarrass myself. I am appreciating having Blizzard already. Blizzard's a really nice spell. It's cool. Anyway, got lots of Heartless to defeat. Mostly because they're in my way and they give me money. Not a lot of money, but money. And it adds up, you know? Anyway, so now we can go in here. And hey, I forget which ones of these actually give you things. So you're about to see me sit on these chairs a whole lot. Because the way this works is, if you go over here and read this sign, it explains it. It's, the sign changes every time you read it. So yeah, it's sit down to get a present. And, so I think this chair gives you something. But honestly, I don't really remember. Yeah, it do. And then I believe the sign, no, it must only change when you've gotten everything. Anyway, I can't remember if this chair gives you anything, but we're gonna try it out anyway. I mean, it gave me XP. That counts, right? It's a thing. Anyway, every time you do that, you have to leave the room and then come back in. By the way, we like I did with Traverse Town, we are not working on fully exploring yet because we don't have everything we need to yet. We're just doing the chair thing because it's convenient and easy to do. And it gets us more items to feed the flowers in this place. Which is something that we do in fact have to do. I mean, okay, have to might be a strong word, but we're going to. Come on, Donald, walk through the health things. There you go. Okay, let's sit at this chair now. Hey, look at me get everything right. I'm the best. Anyway, so let's sit at this chair next. I believe this one's a fight. Yeah, it's a fight. Should have done the other chair first. Should have gone with my gut. Okay, let's reset the room. Take our money, reset the room, and try again. Okay, there we go. Sit on the last chair, get the last thing, and there we go. It's technically more efficient to do these after you have Treasure Magnet, because that pulls in items from further away, so you don't miss as much money. But who cares? Anyway, so now it says that's all the presents, and that's the only time we ever see these two characters in this game, so you know. You know, they're in a painting, and that's all they get to be. Oh, hey, I picked the right way. Cool. I thought I remembered it being this way. Yeah, I want to find the shadows, try turning on the light, and yeah, we have to go turn on some lights. Hey, another level up. I'm mostly just leveling up because I want Scan. Like Scan is like Scan's a crutch in this game, but man, is it a crutch I miss. Scan gives you the ability to see how much health enemies have, by the way, if you aren't someone who has played Kingdom Hearts before. So honestly, I only know of one person who might maybe watch this who hasn't played or watched a playthrough of Kingdom Hearts before. Come on, there we go. Ugh. One unfortunate thing about picking magic is it's gonna be forever until we get Slapshot. And Slapshot is such an underrated ability. And I say underrated, but I think most people use it. But it's still underrated. Anyway, oh, by the way, in case you guys haven't noticed, we're in the room with the door, but it's upside down. We're in the upside down room. That's what Cheshire Cat was taunting us about. Anyway, we touch a bunch of stuff. We'll come back for the rest later. But right now we do that, then we do this. They'll rise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob, too. Which is your hint to go back into the version of the room where you can actually talk to the doorknob. Anyway, let's go this way. It's the faster way back. Might as well grab this chest while we're here. Get Thundara G, which is helpful. I haven't decided if on this playthrough yet I'm actually going to do the gummy ship stuff, because honestly, I don't enjoy Kingdom Hearts 1 Gummy Ship all that much, and I already have the Platinum Trophy for this game. You'll have a better view from higher up. Anyway, yeah, let's just embrace the boss fight that's about to happen. Yes, yes. Come on, Cheshire Cat. Let's go. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. Yeah, let's go. Anyway, we have Blizzard, which I guess makes this fight marginally easier. I don't know. I've never really noticed the difference because this boss is really annoying to hit with Blizzard. I mean, this boss is just really annoying to hit. Especially if you keep falling and getting hit like I was just there. Ow. I don't remember if fire actually does damage to it. Or if it's relatively immune to fire. Trying to remember if Blizzard can actually hit it or not. It's looking like maybe, but realistically no. Ow. It's really unfortunate when your attacks bounce off it in just the wrong way, and so you take a bunch of hits. Ow, how did that hit me? Good job, Donald. You stood back up and went right back down. We aren't even halfway through this fight, and that's just depressing, because we're gonna have to listen to this alarm, this car alarm of a game, for it's gonna be a bit. I like to think that when designing this particular bit right here, they were like, so like, oh, I forgot that he sweeps back around in that moment. Yeah, I 100% forgot that he did that. Whoops. Oh, come on. Okay, let's go in here, go to exchange, equip some potions instead of all these ethers. Regret not going to Deep Jungle first to get Cure. Gosh, this game is so much easier once you can heal yourself. Imagine being able to heal yourself an unlimited a number of times in a fight. Imagine how much easier that makes the game. I mean, technically, the amount of times you can heal yourself is limited by your MP, but you regenerate MP by hitting things at an amount that makes it effectively negligible if you're not wanting to use magic offensively. And if you want to use magic offensively, and just don't get hit as much, nerd. Ugh, there we go. Man, imagine Donald and Goofy being helpful. And, you know, perish that thought, because that is not a realistic thought on this difficulty. Because a better name for Proud Mode and Kingdom Hearts 1 is the mode in which Donald and Goofy will be unconscious for the entire game. That's a bit of a mouthful though, so they went with Proud. Occasionally Goofy will be conscious, but Donald will never be tanky enough to be conscious, or smart enough, to be conscious for more than a few seconds. There are precious few fights in which it's worth it to spend your MP on making them conscious. And it's never worth it to spend items on it. And I think this boss fight really just exemplifies why that is, because Donald and Goofy really can't help. Goofy helps a little bit, because he can at least get up there and hit it. But Donald's really just an HP bar. Like, that is all Donald is to this enemy. He is an HP bar to be hit. Like, and that's just, that's all Donald will ever be to this boss. Use an HP bar to hit. Ow. I'm annoyed that that hit me. Yeah, I should have healed sooner. That was a mistake. It's okay. Like, this is literally the hardest part of the game. Is this and Deep Jungle. Though the race to get Cure, as I call it, is the hardest part of this game. Like, I cannot understate how much easier this game gets once you can heal yourself. Also, so really, last fight, I was just trying to prepare myself for what I was going to accidentally make myself do, which is do this fight without, without more than one potion. That's all. You know, if you really get used to this guy's patterns, you can completely consistently hit this guy every single time that you jump. I am not that practiced at this fight, and I'm certainly not that good at this game. But if you actually watch like a speedrunner do this, like, it's amazing how consistent it is. Although, I haven't actually watched too many speedruns, so maybe they have other strats. It bodes poorly for me that I've had to use my one and only potion already. Man, this fight's just so obnoxious. Because it's a fight of, I'm gotta do all these annoying jumps to get up here, just to hit it. And your only other real way to damage it is to get up on one of these. And then when he squashes it, to jump at him and hit him in the air. But honestly, it's kind of annoying, and you're better off just smacking him like this. Ugh. The most annoying thing is last time I was probably almost done with the fight. Come on. Come on. There we go. Finally started hitting him again. There we go. How did that hit me? I take offense to the fact that that damaged me. Also, I take general offense to the fact that when I'm targeting its main body, I will still, while targeting its... Oh, I forgot that it had a thing where it shot too, huh? Yep, I definitely did forget about the existence of that attack. There's a reason I did not make this a level 1, or an XP0 run. There are reasons for that. Mainly having to do with my having not played this game for a while. Plus, like, when you're trying to do commentary, it's really easy to just let autopilot take over, and to then just be on autopilot, and you forget that bosses have attacks. Like, you just forget what attacks bosses have, because you are on autopilot. And that's just what's going on. Like, you're on autopilot, you're not really thinking of how you should be fighting. No, what I find absolutely hilarious about what I was saying earlier, where speedrunners are really good at doing this jumping attack thing consistently, is they're not even good at it for like any reasons that make sense. Because if you're speedrunning, then you're doing, then you're jumping off of things, because that's a riskier strategy, but a much faster one. But eventually, this jerk will just destroy the table and chair. You know, he just removes it from play. He's like, oh no, screw you. You're annoying me. How did I miss? What? Depth perception? I definitely thought that I was close enough for that swing to hit. No one was more surprised than me when it didn't. I like how I got 5 hits up there because it parried me twice. It parried the second hit of my combo twice in a row, so I actually got 5 hits. Oh my gosh. Game, whatever. I'm gonna just hide behind the chair and potion for a second. Hold up. Oh. I did not realize that attack had so many, you know, attacks. Ow. I am annoyed by those ridiculous hitboxes. I'm also annoyed by the fact that that wasn't enough to kill it. Because if I get hit again, I am 100% dead. There is not a doubt in my mind that at this point a single hit kills me. Gosh darn them. I hate the fire hitboxes. Because honestly, they're kind of dumb. Also, let me invert that x-axis, please. Thank you. The heck? That's weird. Leave that I'm No, it still does that even on manual. Ew. What I was having issues with there is that it does this weird slowdown when you change the direction. Like if you're moving the camera to the right and then you switch to move it to the left, it has this really long deceleration time before it actually starts moving to the left. And I get that it should have something like that, but like it's too much. Gosh darn it. Life is hard and no one understands. Just remember, if someone claims to understand how hard life is for you, convincing people you understand how hard life is for them is how you get them to join your cult. Like just hold on to that, kids. You know? Don't ever forget that is how you get people to join your cult. So, you know, caution. In the famous words of a certain robot, danger, Will Robinson. Okay, let's get up here. Why doesn't it ever get close enough for me to hit it with Blizzard from here? I'm annoyed that that second hit somehow didn't hit. Like, my Keyblade went through its entire chest, but I somehow didn't hit it. I don't know whether it's its hurt box that's wonky or if it's the Keyblade's hitbox, but something didn't work right there. The way casting magic in the air works after you use an ability is, or after you use an attack, is really annoyingly inconsistent. Because if it's on like the second attack in the air, or if I jump and then attack, I can't use magic immediately. But if it's on a rising attack, which is what happens when I just hit attack against a target that the game views as airborne that I need to jump at, then what'll happen is it does this rising attack where it does both a jump and an attack at once, like this, and after those I can use magic immediately. But if I'm like in the air right there, like it doesn't matter if I hammer square, it just doesn't let the magic go. Like it doesn't let me cast at all in the first place. My attempts to cast are simply refused. Yeah, you stupid jerk. I missed. Let's talk about this. Oh, really wish I had guard. I also really wish I was more confident in parrying fireballs. If I was more practiced at parrying fireballs, I could do that when he's shooting them at me. Because you can hit them back. Also, one thing I've always really liked about Kingdom Hearts is that... Okay then, I'm not sure what you had against that chair, but you beat it, bro. You did it. And now the chair is already back. That was a quick respawn time on the chair. Depth perception would like a word with me, because apparently I don't have it. I wasn't aware I didn't have depth perception, but it has become astoundingly clear that I in fact do not have depth perception. Also, when I title this episode Finishing Alice in Wonderland, everyone who's played or seen a playthrough of Kingdom Hearts before is going to think I'm doing the same thing I did last episode, where I named the episode after something that happened in the first 10 minutes. But oh, will they be wrong? There we go, finally. That took an embarrassing number of tries for someone who's beat this game as many times as I have. I've always hated that fight. Anyway, so we beat the big bad Heartless. It turned into a heart and floated away, and look, we fixed it. Aren't we the greatest? And we got Ifrit's horn.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
Hey, it's a keyhole inside of the doorknob that's a keyhole. It's a keyhole and a keyhole. For when you really, really want a keyhole. To reference even older memes, yo dog, I heard you like keyholes. You hear that? Sound like something closed. Oh man, something fell out. Coming in like the others. No sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Coolio. Splendid, you're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone off with the shadows into darkness. No! Let's go back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world. We've got to go to a save point to return to our ship. Thanks, Goofy, for letting me know how to do that, since this doesn't have a way that you can just directly exit like Traverse Town does. But anyway, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.